Yeah, good evening, Ananda. Let's check the audio. Okay, it's fine. Yeah, first of all, good evening to Ananda present here. So today I'm going to teach you how we can build our own blockchain using Python code. And welcome to pantechelearning. First of all, I am introducing myself. I am Kamalesh. I am from pantechelearning. I am working as a data scientist for past 3 years. So today I am going to teach you how we can build the blockchain using Python. Okay. So this program is conducted by the Institution of Electronics and Telecommunication Engineering, and thanks for this IETE. And in this today's webinar, the topic is build your own blockchain using Python. Okay. So first of all, you need to know about what is blockchain. Why? Because nowadays we are using centralized network, right? Like for example, if you take a PhonePe or Google Pay or some other banks getter like City Union Bank or some other banks, State Bank of India. If you take means they all are working under the centralized network only. Okay, but if you take the blockchain technology, it comes under decentralized network. Okay, so that's what one of the major difference between normal thing and then this blockchain. Okay, so today I am going to teach you how the blockchain is working and what is the use of blockchain. First I will give the overall intro and then we will go enter into the project awareness. Okay, like how we can build our own block by using Python code. Okay, so this is what we are going to see. First of all, we need to analyze the paper, IEEE paper analysis. I have already paper. Here you can see the blockchain enabled smart contract, architecture, application and future trends. Okay, so according to this abstract, they used like here in recent year the rapid development of cryptocurrencies and their underlying blockchain technology has received original idea of a smart contract, that is the computer protocol that are designed to automatically facilitate, verify and enforce the navigation and implementation of digital contract without central authorities. Okay, so they are going to approach the new technology that is called blockchain technology by approaching, that is they are using cryptocurrency and then they are checking how the cryptocurrency will be transferred from one user to another user by using blockchain technology. Okay, so this is the paper of today's webinar. So here we are having miners and then we are having some consoles. Okay, and then we are having some blocks are there. Okay, so this and all, if you don't know about exactly what is blockchain means, it will be definitely not understandable. So for that purpose only I am going to explain first of all what is blockchain. Okay, and if you take one block in the blockchain community, what are the things we are having. Okay, so regarding this I will explain detailedly how it's working and what are the possibilities we need to do and what are the real-time implementation, what are the application, that and all I am going to tell you. After that we will enter into the demo, project demo. Okay, how it's working. Okay, so the architecture what they are using in this paper is this one. They are using a Ethereum. Okay, Ethereum is nothing but it's a one of the Ethereum virtual, generally they will call as a Ethereum virtual machine. Okay, for example, if you take a Java, it's have a JVM, right? Java virtual machine. Using the Java virtual machine only we can run the codes and we can get the output and all. Like same thing, if you need to create a prototype of blockchain community and then if you need to transfer some blockchain data from one end to another end, means we need to use Ethereum, that is Ethereum virtual machine. So using that one, we will transfer the data, and we need to receiver side receive the data. Okay, so in this we are going to use the words like ledger, and then miner, and then power of like we will have some formulas, we will have some algorithms. Okay, POW, power of work. Okay, POD, power of deposit. Like that we will have some algorithm, and what are those algorithms, and why we are using those algorithms, and why we are using in blockchain smart contract. Those things and all we will see now. Okay, after that we will enter into the project awareness. Okay, so here, after analyzing the paper analysis, IEEE analysis, I will show you how the blockchain is working. Then we will enter into this part, that is objective, existing system, and literature survey, proposed system, block diagram, those things and all. Okay, so here I am entering into the blockchain. First of all, you need to know, so that's why I'm introducing. So first of all, why originally mainly blockchain is used for digital timestamp transferring. Okay, so in 1991 itself, the blockchain is started for sending a digital timestamps from one place to another place. But now this is adapted for Bitcoin. Okay, Bitcoin means we will be here about that words like cryptographic currencies, and then Bitcoin, like some digital currencies. We hear the words in 2009 by Satoshi Nakamoto. Okay, so he is the one of the inventor. He is one of the youngest person. He only invented we can adopt the blockchain technology for even Bitcoin also. Okay, so they used this Bitcoin. Using Bitcoin, they transfer the data from one user to another user, that is transferring the like amount. Okay, so one end user to another user. Okay, so that's why if you read the tutorial of blockchain technology, means mostly they will compare the cryptocurrency only. Okay, so why? Because now currently it's adapted for Bitcoin, but not only for only cryptographic currency. We can adapt for even medical records also, or e-notary also, or collecting taxes also. Okay, but nowadays currently they adapted for only cryptographic currency. Even though in India one of the bank now they are adapting the blockchain technology for the transactions also. Okay, one of the most famous bank, I don't know exact the name, I think State Bank of India, I don't know exactly, but they are adapting the blockchain technology for their bank sector. Okay, so here you have a definition: a suite of distributed ledger technology that can be programmed to record and track anything of value. Okay, so on starting of the webinar itself, I told you we are using decentralized network, and centralized network. Okay, so first of all, you need to know what is centralized network and what is decentralized network. Okay, why? Because it's the most important thing. Okay, so here you can see decentralized network means here one images is there. Okay, I will show you what is the use of decentralized and centralized. Okay, so why we are using the decentralized, why we are using the blockchain technology? First of all, it's a decentralized network. Okay, so generally I will explain you what is the basic concept of centralized and decentralized. For example, if you take nowadays, if you need to transfer any amount from your phone pay account or Google Pay account or any online payment application, first it will be confirm your amount. Okay, then it will be transferred to your bank server. Okay, whatever bank you are using, it will be transferred to it will be give the request to your bank server, and then your bank server will be transferred to the destination user. Okay, so this is what happening
nowadays. So this is called centralized network. Okay, so whenever you are doing any transaction, it will be I need this server. Okay, I need this server. Without this server you can't transfer the amount. Okay, for example, if your bank server is busy, means whenever you are doing any transaction in your application, it will be give the message your bank server was busy, it won't transferring, like that message, right? So each and every time if you need to do anything, means we need this server. So this is called centralized network. Okay, if you take a decentralized network, means for example we will join this community. Okay, for example, here you can see, here we have n number of nodes. Nodes is nothing but PCs or mobile phones, anything. Each and every mobile phones and PCs are connected with each other. Okay, each other, like this we will connect it with each other. Okay, so whenever I need to transfer any amount to this particular person from source to destination, I can easily transfer from here to here. Okay, so this is called decentralized network. Okay, so generally it's one of the most easiest one and one of the most secure one. Okay, now you will be have some doubt whenever you are transferring the source to destination, in between only we are transferring the data, whether it's a trusted person or not, like that you will be have some doubt, right? So I will be clarify this doubt definitely after a while. Okay, so just you need to understand about what is centralized network and what is decentralized network. Okay, so after this we need to move on to trusted ledger. So about this trusted ledger I will tell you. Okay, why? Because each and every node have some properties. Okay, each and every nodes have some properties. I will tell you about this. And then secure. Okay, so secure also, it's a secured one. Why? Because we will use some other encryption technique and all. Okay, about this also I will tell you. Then peer-to-peer connection. Definitely you will be know what is peer-to-peer connection. Most of the persons, anybody in US side, that is if you need to download any movie, definitely you will be use the torrent, like those apps and all. Okay, that are working under based on peer-to-peer connection only. Okay, so this is the one of the most advantage whenever you are using blockchain technology. Okay, so here I explained previously, that is what here also in this presentation, what is centralized and decentralized. Okay, so now consensus of network. So consensus of network means I already told you here, according to my concept, I am sharing my personal data to anonymous users, right? So this is important. Why? Because my data is my privacy, right? So if you are transferring to the some other persons, means it's possible to do something with those data, right? So for that purpose only we are using this consensus of network. Okay, so consensus of network is nothing but what are the drawbacks available whenever you are transferring through those kind of decentralized network. Like first one, if you are transferring the message A to B, okay, we can't know whether it's sent by A or whether it's someone will send it. Okay, so we can't know. That is the first one. Then second one is integrity, and then third one is non-repudiation, and then fourth one is authentication. Okay, so these are some of the concerns we are having whenever we need to transfer the data. So for that purpose only we are using some encryption. Okay, so encryption and decryption. Generally you need to know what is encryption and decryption means. Like if you are having any data, readable format type of data, we are doing encryption. After encrypting the data, we are getting an ciphertext. Okay, so during encryption itself I will apply the key, any that is 16-bit key or 32-bit key or 64-bit key. I will apply the key and then I will transfer the data to the particular person, and then we will decrypt the data. Okay, so by applying that key. So this is general overview of encryption and decryption. Okay, so whenever we are doing those encryption and decryption, we will have two types. Okay, one is symmetric key cryptography, another one is asymmetric key cryptography. Okay, so let me see what is symmetric key cryptography and then asymmetric key cryptography. So first of all, symmetric key cryptography is nothing but, for example, I have a key K1 here, key K1. Okay, so whenever I am encrypting any data, I am applying this key K1 and then I will convert my data into a ciphertext key. Then after this key will be available with the destination user also. Okay, so destination user, after receiving the message from the source side, the destination will be used that key K1 key and then decrypt the data. Okay, so this is what we are doing in symmetric key cryptography. But in asymmetric cryptography, the totally it's changed. Okay, so how means we will, if you take a particular node, for example, if you take a node A will have public key also and then private key also. Node B will have both public key and private key. Okay, so whenever I am encrypting my data, I will use my public key and convert it into the text, ciphertext, and whenever I need a decrypt the data, I will use my private key to decrypt the data. Okay, so this is what we are doing in asymmetric key cryptography. Okay, so I hope this one will understood by you about cryptography. This is one of the important technique. Why? Because what are the thing I am telling you, those things and all used in the blockchain technology. Okay, so the next thing, one of them just a information only. According to December 1, 2020, the Bitcoin blockchain size is 314.12 GB. Okay, so this is the according to this current date. Okay, so the 314.12 GB Bitcoin blockchain size. Okay, so this is one of the most drawback. Why? Because whenever we are developing any blockchain technology, okay, the storage is the problem here. We need some supercomputers or we need some efficient configuration PCs. Okay, whenever we need to use the blockchain technology. So about this I will tell you. Okay, so this is just a general information. Currently how many GBs have like those things. Okay, so we will comes into the nodes. Okay, so nodes is nothing but like we will have two type, full node and partial node. Full node is nothing but store the blockchain. That is, whenever we are doing any transaction, those transactions will be stored in all the nodes. That is, always it will be active. That is called full node, and verify the block and minus also available. But partial node means used for valid purpose only, just use it for valid purpose only. And here you need to know hashing. So hashing is nothing but whenever you are doing any data encryption, that is, for example, cryptography is different, hashing is different. Okay, so if you are doing cryptography, whenever you are encrypt your data, automatically you can decrypt the data. Okay, that is cryptography. Here hashing is different. For example, if I have my name Kamalesh, whenever I am applying hashing method, okay, so it will be give the fixed length. Even if it is a 1 GB also, it will be give a 64 bit. When I am applying as SKCA 64 bit means I will be get a 64 bit key. Okay, so if it is a 1 GB data also, I will be get a 64 bit key. If it is a just a name, only one word also, I will be get a 64 bit key. Okay, so that is called hashing. And even though if you are convert this data into the hashing table, we can't decrypt. Okay, so that is called hashing. You will be get a same somewhere, you will be get a same hashing data, means that is generally called as a collision. Okay, so note one thing, hashing is a fixed length. And here we have a types of hashing like SKCA, secure hashing algorithm, and MD, message digest, and then NSA, national security agents. Okay, so these are some of the hashing technology. And let me see about blocks. So for example, if you take a blocks in blockchain, okay, generally it will be have a three types, okay. That is, first one is data. The content inside the blocks will be have a data and hash of previous block, okay. So let me see one by one. First of all, what is data? So data is nothing but, for example, if I transfer my Bitcoin amount or some other cash to my friend means, okay, so that is one type of data. I am transferring 15,000 to my friend, that is to my friend ABC. So this is one data. This data will be stored in all the persons who are all inside those blockchain community, okay. So this is generally called as a data. My data will be shared with all the person, okay. So that is what blockchain is one of the most trusted one. Why? Because for example, I transferring this amount to particular person, so those data will be someone try to change means we can't do. Why? Because each and every PC have that records, right? So we can't change those records. So it will be a secured one, okay. And then hash block. Hash block is nothing but, we already know what is hash. So whenever we are transferring any data, those data will be converted into a hash value, okay. So those hash values will be having, here you can see my presentation. Here the first block in blockchain will be called as a Genesis block, okay. After this we will have a hash value of this particular block and then previous hash value. So it's a Genesis block, that is first block. So previous, there is no previous hash value, so here I am taking as a 0 0. But here we can see after this second block will contain hash values of this particular block and then hash value of previous block, okay. So this is what, for example, whenever I am doing any changes in second block, automatically the hash values will be changed here. Then this hash value will be connected with the next previous hash, next block, right? So here if it is a change occurred means automatically we need to change this here also, so it won't change. So that's why it's a secured one, okay. So hash of previous block, and then here you can see I am trying to changing this particular hash value, but automatically the hash value is changed. So if you need to add a new block in your community, we need to use, that is, generally they will call as a 51% attack. For example, if you need to add any block in your blockchain community, all the persons in the block need to accept the block, okay. So without accepting, if you add the block means it won't add, okay. So for that purpose we are using different type of algorithms. They generally called as a consensus algorithm, okay. So here you can see the consensus algorithm is nothing but, we can agree on one particular state of blockchain in the entire network. That is, all the persons in the blockchain network need to agree the new block. When all the persons are agreed means we can add the block. Suppose if any other person, that is 51% of the persons will be not agreed with that inserting the new block means we can't insert, okay. So that is called consensus algorithm. So here if I use in consensus algorithm we have different type. One of the most famous algorithm is POW, that is power of work. Power of work is nothing but, block has been validated before making the change. That is, whenever we need to change any block always validate. Then after validate, when I am trying to add that particular block, it will be taken 10 minutes to add the one block. That is, if you need to add a 6 block means it will be take 16 minutes to add the particular block, okay. So every machines in a blockchain network will have a copy of the blockchain. So that is called POW. In consensus algorithm, POW is one of the algorithm, but we will be have a different algorithm. I will show you. Here you can see, to change a block need a supercomputer and 50% of majority blockchain network we need. Okay, suppose if we have a majority 49% means we can't add the blocks. Okay, so here the types of consensus algorithm: POW, that is power of work, and POS, power of stack, and POET, power of elapsed time, and POD, power of deposit, POC, power of capacity. Okay, so types of blockchain. So we are having a different type of blockchains. For example, we will be have a public blockchain, and then private blockchain, and then federated blockchain. So if we take public blockchain, we will be have open, anyone can part of it, that is called public blockchain. And private blockchain will be have especially for a single company. Okay, so if you have a particular single company means you can create a private block, within that we can transfer the data and you can secure your data. And federated blockchain means group of companies. Okay, so these are the things we can do in blockchains. Next one is smart contract and miners. So first of all, this is one of the most famous technology in smart contracts. That is, smart contract is one of the most famous technology. Why? Because here in e-commerce website generally, if you want to buy any product means you have to order anything. If you in online shopping e-commerce websites means you need to transfer your amount, right? So whenever you are when you transfer your amount to the particular website, they will pack your particular product and then they will deliver with your delivery man, and then we will be buy a product. Okay, so generally if you need to buy any product in e-commerce website, we need to pay the amount and then we need to get the product. But suppose the product will be a damaged one, or what we are ordered that one not available in your package means it's difficult to get back of money, right? So for this purpose only we are going to use this smart contract technique. Okay, so here smart contract technique is nothing but, for example, whenever you need to buy any product with ABC company, okay, so that is whenever you need to buy any product with XYZ company, okay, first of all you need to pay the amount for the authorized organization, that is ABC. For example, according to our presentation, you can see XYZ is one of the e-commerce website. This website will be authorized by ABC company. Okay, so whenever I need to buy a product, I will transfer the amount to this ABC company, and then the product will be delivered to the XYZ, and the XYZ will be delivered to the particular person. The product what you ordered, it's clear, and then what you ordered, it's exactly, it's 100% correct, and then there is no damage means your money will be after that only transferred to the particular company. If it's damaged means automatically your money is get back to you without you are giving the product to the particular organization. Automatically it will be transferred to your money will be transferred to your account. Okay, so this is generally called as a smart contract. Okay, so if otherwise then, so this is general meaning of this smart contract. And miners. So in blockchain technology, the miners is one of the most important. Okay, why? Because for example, if I transfer some Bitcoin to my friend means during that transferring time it will be take some hours, some minutes. For example, if I transfer 10 Bitcoin to my friend means it will be take a 10 minutes to transfer to the particular person. Okay, at this 10 minutes the miners will be mine your Bitcoins. For example, you can assume that you are in hospital. Okay, so you are in hospital, you need to see the doctor for your fever or anything. Okay, so you need to see the doctor. So whenever you are entering into the office, first of all you need to wait in the reception, right? So after waiting sometimes only the particular person will be see the doctor. So like same thing only, whenever you are doing any transaction, your transaction amount will be saved in the place called as a mempools. Okay, in that mempools only your all the transaction data will be saved. During this waiting time, the miners will be mine your data and get back all the data will be taken, that is with Bitcoin also they will take your all the data on Bitcoins to their own account. Okay, so this is one of the things you need to know in Bitcoin technology. Okay, so that is the use of miners. How they will credit the Bitcoins to their account means by solving some like task. Okay, so like programming language related or some other task, that is it's a complex one. Okay, so they will win the task means they automatically the mempool data will be transferred to the miners. Okay, so what are the drawbacks of blockchain? So here if you need to implementing any blockchain technologies, it's a most complex one first of all. So this is one of the most drawback, that is we need to use consensus algorithm. So consensus algorithm means whenever you need to add any blocks, okay, in that blockchain community means it's a difficult one. Why? Because it's for example all the person need to accept that blocks, right? So that is consensus algorithm and chains, nodes, miners, those things and all we are having. And transaction is slow speed. Okay, so nowadays we need to transfer our amount even more faster, right? So here transaction is slow speed and wastage of resources. So whenever you need to enter into the blockchain community, you need some supercomputers or some high configuration PCs. Okay, so that is wastage of resources, and then security and privacy, and 51% of attack. So these are the drawbacks available in blockchain. Okay, so that's it about blockchain introduction. I hope everybody will understood. If you have any doubt, you may ask using the comment section. Okay, I will reply for your comment. How many maximum blocks can be added? No, we can add how many, it's a unlimited only. Okay, you can add how much you need. Quiz links will be available in description, please check it out. And if you are new to this channel, please subscribe the channel and hit a bell icon. It will be very useful for us. Anybody have any doubt, you may ask using comment section. Otherwise I will be move on to the next presentation. The next presentation is about project awareness, how we can build the blocks, and then how we can check the blocks. Okay, I will be move on to the next one. So the next one is this one only, right? Like objective and existing system, and then literature survey, proposed system, and block diagram, and then module explanation, detailed explanation, and algorithms. Okay, so first of all, objectives. The main objective of the project is using decentralized network we are transferring a data. Okay, so we know what is decentralized network, so using that we need to transfer the data. Next one, existing system. So previously we know existing system is they used a centralized network to transferring the data, but now we are going to decentralize the network. Okay, so literature survey. Here literature survey I already have, that is the literature survey is blockchain and cryptocurrencies, model techniques and application. So this is the literature survey. As an emerging decentralized architecture and distributed computing paradigm and underlying a Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, blockchain has attracted intensive attention in both research and application in recent years. The key advantage of technologies lies in the fact that it enables the establishment of secure, trusted and decentralized autonomous ecosystem for the various scenarios, especially for the better uses of legacy device and infrastructure and then resources. In this paper, we presented a systematic investigation of blockchain and cryptocurrencies. Okay, so this is what we are done in literature survey. So here we'll have a block diagram. So this is the block diagram of this paper, and they are used Bitcoin and they transfer some checked using Ethereum cloud. Okay, so these materials will be available in the link. So if you need those materials like the previous IEEE paper and the literature survey IEEE paper and then PPT, you can register for your link. The link will be available in description for the separate material, so you can register it and you can get your material. Okay, and then for this program we are conducting even quiz competition also. So those who are attending the quiz competition and those who are getting a 5 out of 5, yesterday's webinar and today's webinar will be announced on tomorrow's webinar. Okay, so please wait for that one. So don't forget to attend the quiz competition. You will be get a separate special certificate to you. Okay, so the next one, proposed system. The proposed system, we are going to transfer our data in this. So this one we already know. The block diagram. Okay, so we need to, first of all, we need to create a blocks. So in our programming language we are going to give how many blocks we need to create. Okay, so when I create for example, when I give the number of block is 5, for each and every block automatically our program will be asked what is the data we need to add. So for example, if I add any data, it will be automatically saved in the first block, and then it will be generate the 16-bit key. Then next block it will be asked, then automatically it will be generate the next 16-bit key, like this. Okay, so like this way it will be generate but automatically both hash value and then saving the data also. Okay, so now next thing, module explanation. Here what are the module we are using in this means, first one is number of blocks. Okay, so number of blocks and then creating a genesis block and generating the hash values and creating a new block. So number of blocks, as I said before, first of all we need to give the how many number of blocks we need to create in our blockchain community, then creating a genesis block. So I already told you in previous presentation, that is introduction of blockchain, in that whenever you are creating a blockchain community, the first block in that community will be called as a genesis block. Okay, so genesis block will be don't have any hash value, so that will called as a genesis block. And then after creating a genesis block, we are going to generating the hash value for that particular genesis block. Why? Because based on this genesis block hash value only, next block will be created and then they will add the previous block hash value, right? So for that purpose we are using the generating hash values, then creating a new block, that is second block and third block, fourth block and fifth block. Okay, up to 5 block I will create and I will show it to you how it's working. So that is what we need to do. So the next one, project demo. Okay, so for this I am using a Python language only, but generally if you need to build the real-time blockchain community and real-time you need to transact some data from one place to another place, means you need to use a Ethereum cloud, Ethereum virtual machine. Okay, and we will be have some other software separately, using that only you need to transfer the data, but here we are using just simple Python language and I am showing you how it's working. Okay, So I'm going to open our code file, and the main, here we are having totally 3 code. Okay, so the 3 codes representing main, blockchain and blocks. So what is this main and blockchain? And block is like, main is nothing but this is the main file that is used to run the program, is ask the user to input the number of blocks, to ask the data for the each of those blocks. Okay, so whenever you are executing this main file, automatically it will be asked the number of blocks, and next it will be asked add the next block data, like that, those things and all. Okay, so that is what we are going to use this main block. And then we are having the output file like index time of block creation and data entered, and block will be hash using hash value, that is called SKCA256. Okay, so using this only we are going to converting our hash value. Then block.py. So this is one of the Python file. It's available in our program. It's used to like contain the block class. Okay, calculating the hash values and calculating each and every date and time when it's creating and when it's what is the previous class, those things and all. So we are going to applying this for block. Okay, so first of all I'm opening the main. Up to this, anybody have any doubt, you may ask in our comment section. How to Bitcoin mines? So Bitcoin, generally I don't know about real time how we need to mine, but if it is if you take a blockchain technology, we need to like use some complex, that is we need to finish some complex task. Using that only we will get a Bitcoin, and it's a peer-to-peer connection. Yes, it's a peer-to-peer connection only. If you are not getting quiz competition link in description, means after this webinar we are going to update. Please check it out. No, actually LinkedIn and Instagram account, there is no code and all. We will have a separate link. Okay, in that link, if you click, means you will be need to fill some form. After that you will be get a certificate, sorry, not a certificate, documents. Okay, so just check it out. Now let me enter into the technical session. Here I'm going to opening main block. So the main block will be contained from blockchain, import blockchain. So here what is import blockchain? This one. Okay, so this one we already opened in Notepad++. So here you can see. After that, from block, import block. What is block? This one. Okay, so here from blockchain, that is from this Python file, I am going to import blockchain. Which one? Means the class, the name is blockchain. Here I am going to importing this data. Then here I am using from block, that is from this block.python file I am going to import block, that is this class. Okay, so that is what here we are doing. Here it's a main page. Here main function, we are going to print the enter the number of blocks. It will be converted into the integer type and saved in n. So f x in range n, that is we are going to iterate x. So x what? That is if I give here 5, means x is nothing but 0. First iteration, enter the data for the block. First it will be asked the data, then x plus 1, that is each and every time iterating up to this n range. So I will enter some data. This data will be added to the add block, that is next blockchain. Okay, then it will be print the blockchain. Then here this will be added to here. Then it will be iterate all the data. Then it will be give the result. Okay, so if I need to execute this program, I need to open my Anaconda terminal. Here this is my Anaconda terminal, and here I need to copy my path. So here you can see, just right click and copy the path. After copying the path, open your Anaconda terminal and paste. Before pasting you need to use cd, that is change directory space paste your path. So automatically it's not getting. Why? Because we need to change our directory. So d colon. Okay, so now it changed. Then I need to run my code. So python then main.py. So if I click enter, I am getting an output like this. Enter the number of blocks to be created. For example, I am going to apply the five blocks. I need to create a 5 blocks. Okay, so it's asking enter the data for block 1. That is, block 1 is nothing but it's a Genesis block, right? So I am entering the data for the first block is like access. Okay, I am going to add the access. This just a prototype only. Okay, so after that it's asking enter the second block data. I am going to use NVIDIA. Okay, it's nothing but it's a graphics card. Okay, NVIDIA. Then after that it's asking enter the third block. Enter the third block. What I have to do, I am just giving hi. Then fourth block, how are you? Then fifth block, pantechelearning. Okay, so I am entering here 5 blocks. Then first block this one, second block, third block, fourth block, and fifth block. So if I give 10 means 10 times it will be asked the data of each and every block. Okay, so I am going to click enter after applying this 5 block. Then I will be get an output like this. So first block is Genesis block, so it's giving an output Genesis. Then it's created, that is first block is created on 2012, and then timing is this one, and for first block the hash value is this one. Okay, the next block is created for access. Now I am getting this is the hash value for next block. Then second block, third block, fourth block, and fifth block. So I am getting, this is called hash values of each and every block, and first block is Genesis block, and the next block is like what are the data we are given. It's giving the output result like this. Okay, so this is the way you can create your block by using Python code. So if you need this code, you have a link, use that link, you can ask the code, you will be received in your mail ID. So if anybody have any doubt, you may ask. Furthermore, anybody have any doubt, you may ask. And if you are new to this channel, please subscribe the channel and hit a bell icon. It will be helpful for us. And if you like this video, please don't forget to like. Okay, so we are conducting the project awareness program for 13 days 13 project. Actually this is the project 20 project we done previously. So if you are new to this channel, you can go and watch our previous videos also. 20 projects with the live demo we are given in YouTube live. And if you need even more 10 projects also, upcoming 10 days we will be give the demo, and even though we will be give certificates for the particular webinar. Okay, so don't forget to watch those programs, upcoming events, and then how to overcome the drawback of redundant information. Okay, so till now in real time it's implemented. Okay, so till now for blockchain technology, we are not exactly 100% implemented. Okay, so it's implementing. So like Android versions only. Okay, so version by version we need to upgrade the blockchain technology. To overcome the redundant information, we need to use some other new version in technologies, and we need to improve. Okay, so let's we see in future. And even though the main drawback of blockchain is the storage and then supercomputers. Okay, so this is the thing we need to use for blockchain technology. So definitely we will achieve for normal PCs also. So let's wait and see. And if you like this video, please hit a like button, and if you need any document, you can check the description. And if you need to attend the quiz competition for this webinar, you check the description. And for attendance links, today's attendance links will be available on both description and comment section also. Please check it out. You will be get a certificate. And if you have any other own ideas, we will be have another one link. Okay, so project inquiry link, you can just click that one and then fill your own ideas. We will be contact. So thank you for this attending wonderful webinar on blockchain, how to create a block in blockchain technology. So for today's webinar, who are all attending the today's webinar quiz, tomorrow the answers will be available. That is, who are all win in this quiz competition, tomorrow will be given an announcement. So please keen wait for the announcement for tomorrow's webinar. Okay, so thank you all. I hope everybody will understood about this, how to create a blockchain. We will see you on another one nice video. Up to this, it's signing off from Kamalesh. Thank you all.